Well, we're back again, and I think it's fair to say that this is possibly the hardest year for a woodland photographer, for obvious reasons. We are void of colour, we are void of light. All we have is greyness and bare trees. But don't let that put you off coming out, because there's always something to photograph, always. So what we need to do is just find something that just stands out, that's just going to illuminate from this darkness, from this gloom, and try and find any kind of colour that we can.
I left that city on the morning flight, and right then you decided I wasn't in your life any longer, like you'd be.
You remember that splash of colour I mentioned? Just something to stand out from this dull grey existence of which the wood is at the moment. Well, I found it. There's still some leaves here on the trees. There is a bit of a breeze and they're blowing around a bit. So normally in woodland photography I tend to go for aperture priority mode pretty much all the time because I'm on a tripod, but on this occasion, because of the leaves, I'm having to switch over to manual. So I've got a composition set up, so I'm just going to focus that in. What it is, we've got the main thing in the image is going to be just, there's a little tree here and there's another tree in the background with a moss on it. They've got the branches coming out with the leaves. They look rather nice, and you've got that natural backdrop of the woodlands behind, which is quite grey and not very pleasant to look at. But this colour in the foreground of these leaves, the golden leaves are still here. They just jump out at you, and I think that's quite nice. So F8, and we're there. I'll stick it up now for you. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Noël ne veille, Noël chantons ici, devant tes chants dans un Dieu merci. Chantons Noël pour le renouveler. Noël nouvelé, Noël chantons ici. En Bethléem, Marie et Joséphine, Marie le pauvre enfant couché parmi. La crèche était au lieu d'un bercelet. Noël nouvelé, Noël chantons ici.
I need to show you this. Look at this. Got this lovely tree here, a beech with all its leaves still on there. We've got all the leaves here. We come back further, we've got these two trees, and then that's got all these lovely golden leaves again, and then we come to this tree here again. We've got the oak tree here with the leaves, and in the background, in fairness, it actually looks like there's some mist rolling in. That would be nice if it comes further in, because I have to go to it. But I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to put it down at portrait on the camera and just try and capture a bit of height with the colour. It's like an avenue of colour. This, I love it. So we're going to take this. Do you know, I'm quite excited about this. Okay, I've got it on the portrait mode. I'm on F8. That's going to keep this sharp. That sort of mistiness at the background is really sort of helping. So it just helps to isolate the background away a little bit. So we're going to just focus that in. F8. I'm focusing third way into the image if you're interested. That generally gives me all the sharpness that I want. There we go, let's have a look. Just zoom in and have a look. I tell you what, those golden leaves, they just jump out at you. They are absolutely magnificent. I'll stick it up now for you.
Last night I dreamed that I was a child, out where the pines grow wild and tall. I was trying to make it home through the forest before the darkness falls. I heard the wind rustling.
3, 4. Now I know exactly what I want to do with this as soon as I saw it. This tree caught my eye. It is a little bit misty at the back, I think because we've had some rain and things like that. But we've got all these ferns down here and we've got these pines either side of this tree. Now this tree obviously is in winter mode. It is absolutely nothing on it apart from the sporadic leaf. But I want to zoom in and just clip this bit of the pine in here, this bit of the pine in here in the corner of the frame, and keep this bit of fern here, and so it's just framed, and keep that little bit of light in, surprisingly. And I think that's going to make a stunning woodland image. 3, 4. Do you know, when the alarm went off this morning, I'm not going to lie, I was really reluctant to get out of my nice warm pit. I thought, you know, it's probably going to rain because we're forecast rain. I thought I'm going to walk into the woodland and it's going to be absolutely bare. I'm going to really struggle. I thought I'm going to have to be really creative and really selective on what I do, which I have been. But it's shots like this that just remind you that there's always beauty in the woodland. Always. You can't get away from it. I'm just going to focus that in. I'm on F8. I'm just going to take that. And it's just a reminder that, you know, get out there and do something. Just do it. Oh, yes. Oh, you know, it's actually, when you zoom in, you've actually got little bits of orange leaves left on that bare tree. You've got the moss on there, and then you've got those pine needles coming in the corners and those ferns at the base. On the back of this, at least, it looks, to me, fantastic. I'm really happy with that. That's going to be worth a coffee, that is. Let me put that up on the screen for you, but let me know what you think. I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Is it true that the birds build their nests in the trees to be near to Grandma and Jesus? I will climb up the tree in my garden and look down in the way that they'd see us. So he climbed and looked down on the railway, and above him some windows and roofs, and the red pinky sign of the sunset, but nothing that offered much proof. And 2,000 years isn't a long way, and 2,000 miles isn't that far to fly into space when I say the man's
There you go. I'm going to dodge underneath this tree for a bit because it started to rain a little bit. And I thought it was a good time, a fine time to have a coffee. Cheers. You really can't beat coffee in the woodlands. I know I've said it before, but you really can't.
Don't break my heart with truth. We can defy, don't you see how it's good? Don't break my heart with truth.
Now, there's a little scene. It's quite a nice clearing here actually. I don't know what they're doing, but they've cleared this bit of the woods. There's a little section of woodland over there that I really like, and the reason I like it is because we've got plenty, because it's been raining, a lot of the trees are dark on one side, so that's giving you contrast straight away. Also in the centre we've got some leaves still, which are really good. That's just splash of colour. We've got the ferns and a bit of debris of the branches on the ground, which is lovely. And we've got some really nice shapes in the trees as well. They're not just straight pines, they're going all over the place. And I really like that, it's quite busy. So I'm going to take that. I've got that in at F11. And we're going to take that. I like these scenes where you incorporate quite a large segment of the woodland. Yeah, it's nice, I like it. Sorry, I'm distracted. I like that. Because it just gives you a better view of what the woodland is doing. Let me put this on the screen for you. But I like this one. Well, it's come to that time of day again. I think rain has forced the close of play, so it's time to pack up and go home and go and have that breakfast. But thank you for joining me. If you got this far, thank you very much. Please consider to subscribe and press that notifications button so you get all notifications when the next video comes out. But I've enjoyed today. I didn't quite know what to expect, to be honest with you. But I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased. I think we've got some decent images, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, that's for another day. I will see you next time. Take care.
Is it true that the birds build their nests in the trees to be near to Grandma and Jesus? I will climb up the tree in my garden and look down in the way that they'd see us. So he climbed and looked down on a railway, and above him some